Hey everyone, it's Kimberly with Getaway today. We are so excited that you're here on our YouTube channel. So if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe. Today we wanted to do something a little bit different. So we're always sharing our best tips and tricks for Disneyland, for Southern California, anywhere you want to go, anything travel related. So today we're actually giving you a little sneak peek into our Facebook Lives that we do. So we regularly post on our YouTube channel every Monday, and we have a fun new video kind of showing you the ins and outs of whatever we happen to be doing that day. But we also host regular Facebook Lives, and these are longer, they're more in-depth. We go into great detail about whatever we're talking about. We take questions, we do giveaways. So today we wanted to show you a little bit of that. Recently we did a Facebook Live all about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's one of our favorite parks. We love it. We talk about the attractions, we talk about the entertainment, we talk about the food items, we talk about the experiences, we talk about the little tips and tricks that you may not have known about. Additionally, we talk about the specials. So the specials we have right now are good through the rest of the year, but not to fear, we always guarantee the best price on tickets, and we will link you to our tickets down below in the comment section of YouTube. So feel free to check that out. And then if you like what you see in the video today, be sure to follow us over on Facebook so that you can participate in our Facebook Lives, maybe win one of our giveaways, ask us some questions. We'd love to help. So thank you so much for watching. We hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel and enjoy.
Hello, I'm Jen with Getaway today, and I am super excited today to be joining you talking about all of the exciting things at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And of course, that means Kim's with me, because Kim is our, okay, first of all, she's fantastic in every single way, but she happens to be our resident in-staff Wizarding World of Harry Potter expert. So
one of like four, but
we do have a team. Yes, so I wanted to make sure I had someone that would have all the exclusive details that you want to know about. And of course, thank you so much for joining us. We've had the funnest week of Facebook Lives, debuting our new studio. So you'll see, you can it's changed a little bit today. It's a little more themed for, again, our favorite area at Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios in Hollywood. So first off, we're really excited that this is on the West Coast. And that's new as of last year, and it's been hugely popular. Do you agree?
Oh,
yes.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah, and so people, when they're going to Southern California, if you're wondering, what else should I do while they're there? People love to make Disneyland their headquarters, kind of that spot where they stay, and then add on that Universal Studios Hollywood experience with our awesome bundled tickets. So we're going to talk about all the specials, all the things you can experience there at Universal Studios Hollywood. And of course, I am going to announce quick, we are giving away, this is a big deal. This is kind of one of our favorite coveted prizes around here. It is the Harry Potter wand from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And let me show you it up a little closer just so you can see. So it does come packaged so nicely. It comes with a map, or what else? Yes. I think it is.
This is the upgraded wand. By the way,
Yes.
There are two types of wands at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You can get the interactive or the non-interactive, and we're giving away one of the fancy interactive ones.
Yes, so look how fun this is. So I don't know if you can see that close enough, but all the detail that is our prize today. So by commenting, by sharing, and share this with anyone you know that loves Harry Potter, they will love you for it. They will be like, thank you so much. But we're giving away this awesome Harry Potter wand, plus some other fun Universal Studios, just fun items.
Yeah, so let me show you.
Yeah.
It's like a little package deal.
Kim's
so
got
either the
things.
wand, or there's this nice Universal Studios Hollywood bag. And then we're also doing 2 Harry Potter pins. And of course we have, what side am I pinned on? My favorite house, Gryffindor, and then just a Wizarding World of Harry Potter pin, a Gryffindor lanyard, and then and the bag. So you'll get this pack it all together. It's about a $50 value for this, and then of course the Harry Potter wand is about $50 value at the park as well. So super excited to give these away today. Are you?
Yes, I see that people are, yes. Okay, so people are starting to join in. Again, we have fabulous giveaways. Make sure you share this, tag a friend who loves Harry Potter, or of course, write us your questions if you've had any questions about Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So, oh, okay, you want to go in October, Nicole? Okay, let's start with October, because there is a ton of fun things going on at Universal Studios Hollywood during the month of October. So, first off, the Halloween Horror Nights is going at that time. So, if you're into that really scary, awesome Hollywood effects type of Halloween experience, this is for you. So we've been talking a lot about Disney's Halloween time, and that's a huge deal and exciting. This is kind of more the scary version of that, but it's fantastic. So our staff, a few of them have done it before, have loved it. It is a special ticketed event, and it's something that they do, you know, all kinds of different ticket options for that. But just in the park too, there is just, you kind of see that Halloween flair during the month of October.
Yeah, there's a little bit of extra spooky stuff because they don't take everything down for the Halloween Horror Nights, which actually start the same time as Disney's Halloween time on September 15th. So there's select nights through all of October, but if you're going in September, you won't miss out either. But they also have the Walking Dead walkthrough attraction, and that's at Universal Studios year-round all the time. I am way too much of a chicken to go, but again, like Jen said, if you love that, you're gonna love it. Remember, these are the people who make the movies. They make it look real on TV, so they make it even more real in real life. So it's awesome. It's spooky.
Yeah. So I'm seeing that a lot of people there said their kids are even more excited to go to Wizarding World of Harry Potter than like anything else on their Southern California trip. So let's go into detail about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Let's do it. Okay. So Kim, maybe tell us about the attractions that are there. So first off, there are some experiences with rides.
Yes. So there are two major attractions. The big one that everybody wants to go through is the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Now that's the one that's housed inside Hogwarts, which you can't miss when you get to the park. By the way, we should mention we actually have some of our team at Universal Studios Hollywood today, and they are posting all day long on our Insta stories. So make sure you're following us over on Instagram, and you can kind of get us in studio talking about Harry Potter, and then all of the live stuff from the park today too. But so the Wizarding World of Harry Potter the big ride is housed inside the Hogwarts attraction, and it's really immersive. It's HD. It's the same as the one in Florida, except for, again, it's in HD, so it's even more realistic than the one that's in Florida. You're strapped in. It's wild. It's like part 3D, or not part 3D, but part virtual reality, part roller coaster.
It's really a cool effect.
It's very cool. And a tip that I have, because this last time I went, I had my 3 little kids, including my baby, and I didn't want them to miss out on seeing Hogwarts. You can get a castle walkthrough pass. So if you have kids who aren't able to ride, you can still get to see the inside of the attraction, because that's part of the attraction. The line itself is like, I'm like, oh, I hope there's a 2-hour wait so I can just hang out in Hogwarts all the time. But you get to wind through. And
yeah, people are so excited as they're in line because there's all the details that you just, it's so well done.
And actual props from some of the films. So the potions classroom with Snape, they have the actual desks from the films, and then everything else in there is exact replicas. So they use the same molds that they used for the film props in the Hogwarts castle. So that is
it's awesome. That's kind of like
geek. Sorry.
That's why she's here though. Not because she's a geek, but because she knows everything. I tell you, she's one of our writers for our blog as well as heads our social media team. She knows everything about this. I'm not even kidding. Ask her your hardest questions. We'll see how she does.
Maybe not your hardest.
Yeah.
Your second or third hardest.
Yes. So tell us, the other attraction that is it's smaller, more family friendly for younger kids.
For sure. Yeah. It's Flight of the Hippogriff, and it's an outdoor roller coaster. It's actually Universal's only outdoor roller coaster, and it's short, but it is so fun. I was surprised at how much fun it actually is, because it kind of looks like a little kid ride. But you walk by Hagrid's hut to get there, and you have like the crashed motorcycle, and you have a parked motorcycle. It's not crashed. There's the crashed car outside the Hogwarts castle from the Forbidden Forest. But you walk through there, you can hear Hagrid's pets, you can see the giant pumpkins, and then you can kind of get a great bird's eye view of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter when you ride the roller coaster. So those are the 2 ride attractions.
Okay, so of course the rides are fun, but what are the other things that people cannot miss?
But wait, there's more.
Yes, tons more. It's like the rides are like part of it, but it's like you really just go to kind of be in the atmosphere and to feel like you walked right into the story.
You do. So Ollivanders is kind of one of those. It's like part attraction, part show.
Yeah.
And Jen has like all of the showcase stuff for you.
A couple of the ones.
So yes. So Ollivanders is almost like 2 parts. So there's the Ollivanders experience, and that is like a 5-minute wand ceremony. And there's sometimes a wait for it if you get there first thing in the morning or later in the day. If there's not a line, I mean, you just go right in.
So you want to do it twice. It's really cool.
It's really cool. And they change out their wand keepers. In fact, we have an article that talks about all of the details of Ollivanders, so we'll link you to that. But it's really cool the way they do it. They have the different wand keepers, and then they do like a little magic show, and every person from, I shouldn't call it a magic show, every person from the group, that, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say?
They choose someone to kind of actually receive an actual, like the wand experience.
Yes.
They have the wand choose that.
The wand picks the wizard.
Yes. Yeah. And so then every group you get to have, like my kids were dying to be that person.
Yes. You still have to buy it because like they say, Harry Potter still had to buy his wand, but
Yeah.
it is a cool experience. It's fun
And
to
the
see.
wand, it's such a fun, like if you want to get like that memorable souvenir, they're so cool, and the details are fantastic. So I've got, which one is this one? You know every wand.
That one is Fred Weasley.
Weasley's.
Yes.
Okay, so look at, I mean, the details. I don't know if you can see really good that, but it is so fun to be in the wand shop and just see they have every single.
They have every character.
Every
They have the
character,
good guys.
yes.
They have the bad guys.
Yeah.
They have the neutral guys. And then
And
this
some
is
are interactive, like you mentioned, and then
Yes.
some are just, yeah.
and this is how you tell. So I'm going to
Okay.
show you on the box. If you have the gold sticker on the outside, like this, Harry Potter one, that tells you that it's interactive. And the interactive has a little light on the tip, and it comes with an interactive map that tells you all of the fun stops to make, and then you cast a little spell. It tells you the spell, and then you do your little wand so you can make, there's like a chocolate frog box that opens, and there are little cauldrons that bubble. There are all sorts of fun things. Yes.
We
The
got
chocolate
so many.
frogs.
Guys, can you tell we went crazy when we were there? We had to get like all these
All the
wands.
things. All the
We were
things.
so excited, and our staff has had so much fun. So this wand,
So
which one is
that
this?
one? Okay, that's George
George.
Weasley. So you've got the Weasley twins, and again, the detail is so
They're unbelievable.
interesting
It is such a fun souvenir.
and also different.
Yeah, I would absolutely. And so definitely, this is kind of, I think, one of the top things to do while you're there.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and you really could spend hours just looking at all of the different characters of the
details
wands.
are amazing.
It's almost like you get to. It's like they took the books to the next level and just took it to that extra level for the real super fans.
It's totally immersive. Like, you're right.
It's so fun.
Yeah, and so okay, so you love that, the candy store. That's, I do have the chocolate frog.
Yes.
What? Tell them all about that.
Okay, so the
Like, this is
chocolate
so
frogs,
cute.
just like they do in the
Yes.
books and the movies, they each come with a. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is about, I think it's like around $10, and you get this giant chunk of hot chocolate frog that we can't bring ourselves to eat because it's just fun to have it. But then they also come with the wizard cards. I'm trying to get that out.
Okay, while you're doing that, Elizabeth's
Yeah.
son got chosen to be the wand recipient. That is awesome.
Oh,
That's like the lucky kid in the group. That's so awesome. What a great memory. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Oh, it's on your bucket list, Jennifer. Yeah, well, we'll help you get there. Like, truly, that's our job, to make it affordable. We're talking about these things because we want you to get to experience them. Awesome.
Yes. Okay, so this is Helga Hufflepuff, kind of cool to get the founder of one of the houses, and it comes with a little moving picture, and then on the back, just like the cards from the films and the books, they tell you a little thing about her, and they change from year to year. So the ones that they offered in 2016 are not the same ones that they are offering in 2017. So it is a collector's item. You could really. I don't really want to say how much money I may or may not have spent on chocolate frogs, but they are such a fun souvenir. I'd say this is probably the most popular food souvenir. But they do have, all of the other candies from the books as well are there. They have like the Fizzing Whizbees or Whizzing Fizz. I can never say it, but all of the super fun treats.
Yeah, it's darling too. I spent a ton of time in there. Like, everything was just super cute and themed and stuff. It was fun.
So cute.
And then next was that restaurant too. That they have delicious food. Did you love all the things in there? Was that?
Yes, the Three Broomsticks
Yes.
is awesome. It has a delicious breakfast, and then they also have delicious lunch and dinner. They have all sorts of different foods. It's pub fare, so it's again, a lot of the things that you see in the films or read in the books. I love their potted cream. It's like a butterbeer custard. It's so
I thought
good.
too, like kind of like a English, like the fish sticks with it or something.
Yeah, they have
it was very
fish and
English,
chips.
London,
They
like you
have
said, the pub fare. It was very good.
Yes.
We got to sample a lot of it. It was really fun. And now, kind of going through it, what's your other favorite things? Like, I think the store. I love the entrance when you see the train.
Yes, the
Such a
train
good
is so
picture.
great. There's the little owl shop that you can go and you can have your mail pieces stamped from Hogsmeade, which is really fun to send something by owl. You can actually ship it there. I do have a tip, and that is to bring your own stamps, because they do sell stamps there, but they're like $1.50 per stamp instead of the regular stamp price. So that's something,
Very
just
good idea.
a little hack there for you.
Fun. Well, as you can see, you definitely want to go to Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So we do have specials with Getaway today. We do save you up to $20 off the gate price on your Universal Studios Hollywood tickets. One thing you do want to know the day you're going, Universal Studios, the pricing's a little bit different in that, like midweek versus weekends, you just save when you go and it's a little bit less busy in the park, and your price will reflect that. So that's fun. You get to choose the exact day you're going, and then we can save you up to $20 on those tickets. And then also right now through about December 15th, we do offer the front of line ticket. That's a really great experience. It's not that much more than the one-day ticket, and it allows you to get to ride on every attraction at Universal Studios Hollywood. that one time without waiting in line. So that's such a benefit for time saving, especially at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, where it is so fun and so popular. You can use that front of line pass maybe when it's a little busier during the day, and I've already ridden it once in the morning, so you can ride everything a few times.
And something to point out with that ticket is if you go to Florida and do the front of the line pass, it does not include any of the big Harry Potter attractions, so that's something that's unique to
awesome.
California, and we love that.
Okay.
So.
Well, we didn't talk about the butterbeer in Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
How did we forget the butterbeer?
That's my favorite, and we've got a fun recipe that is kind of a copycat to that we think is quite delicious. But I could drink that all the time. It is so yummy, so sweet. They have 2 different versions. One, isn't it with like kind of more of a slushy?
3 now.
They have 3 now?
They have 3,
okay,
yes,
and
we have a recipe for that too. So
for all of them? Okay.
There's a warm
so
butter beer now. That's the new one. So there's the
I haven't tried that
classic,
one.
which is more like a soda,
Yeah.
which is so good. And then there's like the frozen. Like
That's the one I had. The frozen one was my favorite. I love that.
Like
but I might like the hot one too. So it's kind of like a...
Depending on the
like
time of year
hotter-
you're going. So yeah, we should talk about the food, because if you are going in October especially, that's like everything. Harry Potter just feels like fall year round kind of.
Yeah.
So to really
Warm
be there in the fall,
season, yes.
you have the warm butter beer, you have the pumpkin pasties, you have little pumpkin cakes, you have all sorts of fun things from Honeydukes, and then again going to Three Broomsticks, you can get everything there. Now one tip for getting your butter beer, they have the big butter beer cart outside, but if that line is long, you can go into the right side of the Three Broomsticks is the Hog's Head Pub, and there's normally not a line to get it. And so that is, they serve alcohol there. It is a real bar, so you can get fire whiskey if you're 21 or over, but you can get the butter beer there too, and the Hog's Head moves and kind of or like snorts, and it's again just those little tiny magical touches take it to the whole next level. It's so fun, and it's so fun that it's in California and so accessible and really so affordable. So we love it.
I love it too. So do you feel like, how much time do people usually spend inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter? And do you like to go to the beginning of their day, the end of their day? Like, what would be kind of the time to hit Wizarding World of Potter?
Okay, that's such a... like, normal people, maybe like an hour or 2. If you're a super fan, really, I think you could spend all day there.
Awesome.
I love just, even going out and having my lunch at the Three Broomsticks. And there's indoor seating and there's outdoor seating, so maybe you'd eat inside and then just go outside and just hang out. The sights, I mean, they're playing Harry Potter music in the background. You can smell the pine, you can smell the wood,
So
you can
fun.
smell everything. It's just... you are transported. Oh, we should talk about the entertainment too. I forgot.
Oh, yes. Okay. There's
There's more. So they have 2 shows, and they rotate throughout the day. So they have a raised stage that's on your path out of Hogsmeade over to Hogwarts, and they have the Tri-Wizard Spirit Rally, which is the from book 4 when they had the oh my goodness, what is it called? The Goblet of Fire. So what they had the 2 schools come and they perform. So you have like the Durmstrang marchers, and then you have the French dancers, which is really fun to see that. And then they have the Frog Choir, which is so impressive. It's all a cappella, and you normally have 4 different performers. They rotate out the performers throughout the day, but it looks like the frogs are singing, and it's so good.
I told you, she knows everything. Like, ask the questions. It's fantastic.
And then you get your pictures taken with them afterwards. They'll do like little meet and greets. So.
Okay, so Taylor's asking if you can buy the front of line pass only. Yes, so it's an either or. You either buy the front of line pass or our single day tickets. And we do also have a second day for less than $20 more. So if you're seeing there is a ton to do there with Wizarding World of Harry Potter, if you're a huge fan, you may want that second day.
Yeah.
I think you may, actually. We have a lot of huge fans that are talking. They're like, I could be there all day. I could be there all day. Lynette wants to go. Rachel, yes, she wants to spend all day there as
Bring
well,
your
so-
books, read.
Yeah.
Just sit down in the middle of the theme park and soak it all in.
Yeah, super fun. So preparing your family, like if you haven't read, first it might be a good goal to just read the books before you go. That's awesome to get your kids into the story. Or the movies, of course, but those is helpful. Like if you watch those before too.
Absolutely.
To get the story
They definitely are. In fact, one of my good friends just went down with her family for the first time, and they hadn't really been into Harry Potter. In fact, so cute. So the daughter's Lily, and they were not Harry Potter fans. Her son is Drake, and then her daughter's Belle. So we're like, Bella, Draco, and Lily. She like has all 3 Harry Potter names.
They should be fans.
And Lily was like, Harry Potter's not that cool. And then she had told her friend at school that, because they were arguing Harry Potter versus Star Wars, and she had to apologize to him afterwards. It was like, I was wrong. Harry Potter is really cool, because they had watched all of the DVDs on the drive down to Harry Potter, and
that's so clever.
and
What
so
a
they
good
were all
idea.
caught up. Yeah, it was fun. A great way to kill the time and
Way fun.
and be prepared for your trip.
Well, cool. Again, we're talking all things Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We are giving away, I don't even know where exact wand is now, but
Yes, we've
the
watched one.
Harry Potter.
Over
It is
here.
a Harry Potter wand. It is amazing. It's an interactive. It's the most deluxe wand that they do have at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, plus some Wizarding World of Harry Potter fan kit, fun travel kit.
Yes.
And those are for 2 lucky winners that are making comments, sharing, anything on this. Tag your friends as you were talking about Harry Potter today. So people love World of Harry Potter, and you guys, yeah, it's a fantastic prize. One thing we want to show you too, we're going to link you to an article if you're at home and you want to just kind of have that magic. Can we try to start that vacation experience right from when you start booking your vacation? But we do have a look-alike wand. And I'm going to show, do you have?
Yes, these are 2
so we have
wands.
got a tutorial on how to make these wands. Our staff made these one time just getting excited for Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They look so real. And if you can believe it, that is made out of paper.
Yeah.
So it's complete, it's $1 cost.
Less than $1 per wand, I would say.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Paper, glue,
Yeah,
paint.
it's super simple. So we're going to link you to that tutorial on how to do those. They're fantastic, and it's a fun thing to kind of have that Wizarding World of Harry Potter magic at home as well. Oh, you've been wanting to go, Susie, since it's opened. Dreaming of going. Okay, guys. So again, we can save you up to $20 per ticket. You also can save even more if you are doing Southern California, like the whole destination, doing Disneyland also. We like to kind of say the Disneyland Resort is a good home base to stay in the Anaheim area. We offer over 50 hotels in that area. You can get free breakfast, free parking, and the suite accommodations, like any type of room type you're looking for. Go to Disney for a few days, and then we do have a discount on that combo ticket that you can add on Universal Studios. You can customize it with 2, 3, 4, 5 days at Disney, and then to, add on the Universal Studios ticket to save even more with that bundling and saving. But always, if you're just going to Universal, you can save up to $20 per ticket. Just choose the day. You do save a little more on the weekdays, a little bit more on the weekends, just because of different crowd forecasting. And then we do have a second day for less than $20 per day, for that ticket. So if you're wanting a huge Wizarding World of Harry Potter fan and you want to spend a lot of time in the park, that might be the best bet for your family. And we did talk a little bit about the front of line ticket. We do offer that now through December 15th for travel before December 15th. And that's another, if you're a huge fan and if you're thinking you're going maybe during fall break when there could be some more crowds, it might be worth upgrading to that ticket.
Absolutely. And one thing that's really cool about our combo tickets is it combines whatever specials we have at the moment together and saves you a little bit more on top of that.
Absolutely.
So if you're going during adults and kids prices at Disneyland, it includes adults and kids prices plus the up to $20 savings at Universal plus a little extra more just for the combo ticket.
It's
such a good
huge
deal.
Savings. Yeah, it is absolutely. And we do have the adults and kids price running on Disney tickets right now for September, the end of August, if you're just going to jump in the car and go right now. And then the 1st of November and December, almost like to the 23rd of November, 22nd of December. So lots of dates to choose from.
Which we should talk about too, because so like Jen said, we just opened up those new dates for adults and kids prices for Disneyland. It covers the holidays, and they're doing holidays at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter this year for the first time ever.
Yes,
so,
that's
how did we
brand new.
forget that? There's just so many things to talk about.
So tell us about what are they going to be doing for that?
Okay, we're not totally sure.
It's a surprise, but
it's
going to be awesome.
But the buildings themselves already have like the snow capped.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the roofs, which is so fun. But they're going to be doing a ton of holiday decorations. And then I don't know if you were able to go this summer, but they had a light show for the first time. It only ran during the summer, and it was incredible. Just they live streamed it on their Facebook page, so I don't know if we can find the link to that. If so, we'll put it in there. But it was all of the houses, and Hogwarts was just completely lit up. Just already it's a beacon, and it was even more magical. So they're going to be doing a holiday light show on the castle. So we know that those two things combined are going to be pretty magical.
And this castle is like breathtaking. I can't even, like, when you walk in and you see Hogwarts Castle, it's like the same effect as the Disneyland Castle. It is amazing. Like the picture. So we'll get you pictures. Again, follow our Insta story today. We do have a few team members that are at Universal Studios Hollywood today, sharing that through our Insta story. But for sure, there'll be a picture of Hogwarts because it's over the top amazing.
So fun.
Awesome.
So yeah, go during the holidays
and
too.
People, another question is we always get, but we probably just got this question. Should I bring, like, what age is best for Universal Studios? And that is like number one question. People think it's just for older kids or adults. You brought your young family. Like, did they have a good time? Like, did you feel like there was enough for them to do?
Loved it. So again, full disclosure, we really hyped up Harry Potter, and we just were like, guys, we're going to Harry Potter. This is why we're going. But they also have the Minion Mayhem area, and my kids loved it.
So that's from Despicable Me.
Yes,
right? Yeah,
Despicable Me.
It's adorable. Yes,
it's so cute. So they have a little 4D ride. They do have a height requirement. I think it's 40 inches. But in addition to that, they have a silly fun land. They have like a little outdoor ride that you can do, and then they have a whole play area that's nice and shaded. They have Gru's Cafe. They have frozen bananas. I mean, it's a great area. And then kind of by all of the big rides, they have something little that the kids can do too. So right next to Jurassic Park, which is such a great ride, they have a little dino play area. And every time we've gone there, I don't know if it's just us or what the deal is, but the workers have come up and given our kids jelly beans, which is just kind of a fun extra touch.
She has really cute kids.
Apparently I do. They're very well behaved.
Well, it's like the dinosaur. Did you ever get the dinosaur that came out that's that like animatronic, really cool, interactive?
It looks like a real dinosaur,
like
you guys.
Dinosaur. It's very
It was a little too scary for my little children. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's amazing. They,
Yeah.
they love the Transformers though too, so they have
that's an awesome. In fact, that was
the
like
lower
voted
lot.
the #1 attraction the year it came out. It was like in the
That's
whole
so
world. It was
cool.
fantastic. The kind of that same technology as the Ride in Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes.
I feel like it's just
Where
that
it's part
4D
virtual.
where it's virtual plus you're moving, and just that whole sensation. It takes it to the next
It
level.
feels
It's
real,
awesome.
yeah.
It's very
And
cool.
then they have the Transformer meet and greets outside too.
That is fun,
Which
yeah.
is
You
like
always
my
see kids
kids
lined up for that.
loved that. You can
That's
meet
fun.
Bumblebee and anyway, yeah, it's
Yeah, and it's fun too. So we haven't talked about like all about Universal Studios Hollywood, but the kind of the classic thing at Universal that we've always loved is that backlot studio tram tour. Because the fun thing about going to Universal Studios, like if you like watching movies, this is where it all happens. This is where like all the history of the film industry and where all your favorite classic movies were filmed. And it's fun to go on that backlot tram tour, and that's typically what we usually start when we go there is just get on that backlot tram tour, and it gives you a really great overview of all that they have produced and that they're still producing at Universal Studios Hollywood. And it's fun because it's an active backlot still, so you can sometimes get a glimpse of some movie stars. You can see movies and productions, like all the stuff happening. You can see things set up for upcoming films, plus you can see they always keep it up to date. So like Fast and the Furious, when that came out, it's like you can see all the props from the movie, and then they update the experience where you have like Fast and the Furious happening as you're on the tram.
Yeah.
That was way fun. Also, they've got the classic things where you're in the New York subway and there's an earthquake that happens, and you get to see King Kong in like this unbelievable. It feels so real. They're so good at making things feel real. And then you see things like from classics like the movie Jaws, where you're able to see Jaws come up, and you see how they filmed that show. And all the classic Frankensteins and Draculas, those are still on tour. And then Back to the Future, that was filmed there. You can see the clock tower. Like, it's so fun. So if you are going to Universal, it's kind of fun to familiarize your kids with those classic shows. And I feel like that's almost like just a part of history. Like, it's fun. You got to see Back to the Future. It's just fun. It's really fun. And then to get to see where it was made. It's something about like seeing your favorite show and then seeing exactly where it's produced. I think that's one of the funnest things about Universal Studios.
It's awesome.
I love that part of it.
It's so cool. And
Yeah.
you learn all like the tricks and tips
and they also, we talked about holidays at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but Grinchmas typically they do a lot for the Grinch, which of course is such a popular show during the holidays, and they do have all the props still from where the Whovilles lived, and it's fun to get to see those.
It is. So yeah, the Grinchmas, again, the exact dates haven't been released yet, but it's normally mid-November, and then it goes, you can see like decorations and stuff throughout the entire season, but they'll normally do special celebrations where you can meet the Grinch and Max on the holidays, and they'll do little like Whoville chorus choir things, and it's really
so
cute.
I love seeing their hairstyles.
Yes,
so cute. So we have some great things. So Katie says her son got a handmade wand for his birthday, and he sleeps with it. I love that.
That is so cute.
And then Kiz, great advice. She says to do the backlot tour during the day and at night. I like that suggestion. We've always done it more in the day. I haven't done it at night, so I'm going to try that next time.
And that's a good tip during the summer, especially because they have the longer park hours. And before Harry Potter opened, they would normally close at 6 o'clock year round. It didn't matter. But now that they do have that area of the park, it has extended their park hours a little bit.
Fun.
So that's a really good.
That is a great
maybe
tip.
that's why you didn't do it. It's because it was before
that's
Harry
true.
Potter.
We're always
Just saying.
like, and it's fun. Also, they have great entertainment. I love Still Water World and the Pets show that they have.
Yes,
those are
even
fun.
the Blues Brothers
Blues
are
Brothers
still
is
there.
fun. Really fun.
They do a good job.
Yeah, and then Kiz is saying Universal Rider Switch is actually better than Disney. So do you utilize the Rider
different.
Switch?
We didn't use it on this one. They have a little room that you wait in and then you swap out. So it is nice. They can kind of keep your kids contained right there. So
That's awesome.
that
Good
is.
idea.
I mean, Universal they do a really good job.
So thank you. Chelsea had that question. Thanks for helping us and answering those. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Debbie was there when it was under construction. It was fun to see that at that time too, but you're going to love going back.
Yes.
Okay, Kim's getting excited. Oh yeah, Christmas time there is so much fun. And I hope they have a Christmas tree. I'm sure they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
And they do like
kind
the
of a thing.
Grinchmas. Like they have like the big like
Yeah.
Seussical tree, which is
Super
really
cute.
fun. It's going to be amazing. Everything is just. Universal does such a good job.
Okay, Jessica's ready to jump in the car and go now.
Good. Call us. We'll get you
We'll
there.
go with you. Yeah, Liz. Oh, good.
Say hey to our team when you see them down there.
Okay, that's a great question. Brandy's asking, when is the best time of year to go cost-wise, or does it just depend on what you want to do? That's a great question. So looking, like how Kim mentioned, how you can combine that with our other ticket savings, you can save the most on your tickets when you bundle and save with your Southern California ticket. But of course, we do offer always that $20 per ticket savings. So their calendar, though, there are definitely, like during off season, you do pay a little bit less per day on your tickets. Would you say? So I'd say we're going into that time, like right now, September's a fantastic month to visit there. November, saying October, some dates too. They'll be a little more impacted with their Halloween Horror Nights, but that's a separate ticketed event. So I mean, you're going into a time of year that you should, have a really great experience and get the best price of the year too.
Yes, I agree. And it's kind of the same thing we say with Disney, really. Go when you can go, because if you're gonna save, $10 per ticket, but you've got to take off, at a busier time at work, or your kids can't miss school, something like that, we'd say always go when you can go, and we're here to give you the tips to make it the most affordable for when you can go. Absolutely. And to help you navigate it when you get there.
Yes.
So,
and of course, with our Universal Studios Hollywood vacations, you can use our layaway plan where you can lock in the savings for just $125 down. And we do offer, if you're just going for Universal, we do have some hotels in that area that are super fun to stay at, really close and convenient to the park, that you can customize there. Or of course, Destination Anaheim, and just a quick commute up to Universal is another great option. And then the question too was, what ages are best for Universal? And we've kind of mentioned they've really worked to make the park so that it is really great for all ages. I'd say our most popular is kind of that like age 7 to 12 age kids is probably, and then older, of course, teenagers and older are definitely fan favorites of this park. But adding Wizarding World of Harry Potter and that love of the story with so many parents that grew up with the story, that they want their kids to grow up with the story, has just really, I think, connected it to like all ages, don't you feel like?
It really has.
Yeah.
It totally has. And something else that you may not think like, oh, that's super age appropriate, but The Simpsons, they have the Springfield area. So my kids are little. I'm not going to let them watch The Simpsons. But when they go, all they see are super bright characters and fun colors, and I mean, they have giant donuts. It's almost like a food court. Like they're ginormous, and then they have smaller ones that have different fun flavors. They have like Oreo donuts and maple bacon donuts and cereal donuts, and it's just really whimsical and fun. And then they have like the taco truck, and then they have chicken thumbs instead of chicken fingers. So it's just really like whimsical and goofy. Yeah. So my kids are like, The Simpsons are awesome. I'm like, yes, and when you're 18, you'll be able to watch it. But no, it's adorable. Like, they have just done such a good job of immersing you in the story everywhere throughout the park.
And guests are wondering where to stay, like which hotels we do offer by Universal. We have the Sheraton Universal. Our staff has stayed there several times. It's walking distance to Universal, super convenient and easy. Actually, 2 of our staff members are down there now working on getting a few more suite properties that are right next to Universal, because I know we do have a lot of larger family sizes. That's kind of been the tricky part in staying in the Universal area, is getting maybe a suite property or something that includes the free breakfast and free extras that we love to have in our Anaheim area. And the Beverly Garland, what's their new name?
It's the Garland Hotel.
The Garland Hotel is also another of our favorites in that area. But again, it's so easy and accessible to Anaheim as well. So a lot of our guests do tend to stay in the Anaheim area and then do Disney some of their days and then add on Universal.
It is. Hollywood's just a different area. So you don't get a lot of the hotels that have the free breakfast. You don't have a lot. I mean, almost everybody has a charge
for parking, those types of things, because you're in more of an LA County, bigger city area. So you do tend to save a little bit more when you stay in the Anaheim area. And then also the question was, which day of the week is the least crowded? Would you kind of say it's like Disney, like Monday through Thursday are typically your best days to go? Look at park hours though, because you may, sometimes it's worth it to see, like, you do get longer park hours on the weekends. Maybe it's worth it to maybe have a few more crowds, but to get to experience a little bit more time in the park too.
And like always, we just recommend getting there as soon as the park opens, even half an hour prior to park opening, because you can get into the entrance of the park and then you're there right when it opens and you can make the most of your day.
Yes, and it's a fun area too. So let's say the park does close a little bit earlier when you go. The Universal City Walk that's just connected. It's kind of how like downtown Disney is to Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. It is fun. It extends the fun of Universal Studios Hollywood just right out. Where there's great restaurants, fun shopping. They've got iFly. They've got a lot of themed areas to Hollywood and California that is a lot of fun. And they all have these mini Spud donuts too. Oh, they're so good.
Apparently we're all about donuts here because they do have that. And then they also just
yes.
opened a Voodoo Donuts. So,
really?
you know, they originated in
cool.
Portland, and yeah, they have the
lot
classic,
of trendy, fun.
Yes,
fun foods.
super
So you
fun.
are in Hollywood. And if you are going up to Hollywood too, if you want to make a day of it, or if you're going to do just a Hollywood trip, there we sell Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. There's an American Girl doll store that's huge and fun. You can take your the dolls to lunch, and I have 4 daughters. We've done that a lot. So when you're seeing Transformers, we're like, American Girl.
Yeah.
Yay. But great shopping, and that's not too far from Universal. Also, the Hollywood Boulevard area with the stars of where all the movie stars are, that's really fun. They've updated it all. It's gotten a lot nicer. If you've been in the last like 2 or 3 years, it's a lot nicer than it used to be. You can kind of see the historic, I don't know if it's still called Kodak Theater, right? Where all the Academy Awards and all the fun things are at, and then you can do tours of stars' houses. Like, we have a lot of things to make, just a really great Hollywood tour. And of course, getting a picture of the Hollywood sign is so fun. And there's some fun campuses there. A lot of people go for the Rose Bowl that's coming up in January. We can help you with all of your accommodations and things for that too. So Hollywood's a fun area, and it's just a good reminder that Southern California has so many fun things to experience. And of course,
the beach,
yes,
and I mean,
beach, absolutely. And Wizarding World of Harry Potter was, again, just such a great addition to now have at the West Coast. So a few more shout outs. We are giving away our amazing, do I have it? Are you? You've got it. The Harry Potter wand. Make sure you tag your friends that love Harry Potter and that would love to go experience the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We do have some great specials right now where you are able to save up to $20 per ticket and save even more when you bundle it with our savings of our Southern California, like our Disneyland tickets with the Universal Studios. So you can save with that, $30 to $40. I mean, it's really a really great special. So it's a great time right now. Fall is a great time to experience the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Like Kim mentioned, it's already really themed for this time of year, and I'm all about that warm butterbeer. Like, I feel like I need to go back just for that. You sold me on that. That sounds delicious. And we do have a few other cute links we wanted to share with you. These are super fun. And they're kind of some of our most popular things on our blog, Packed with Fun, that again gets you packed with fun and excited for your vacation at home or away.
Yeah, so this is our #1 on Pinterest right now. It's our Would You Rather Harry Potter edition. So this would be really fun to do while you're driving down for your vacation or while you're waiting in line, something just fun to do while you're hanging out in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But it's like, would you rather have unlimited spending at Honeydukes or Weasley's Wizard Wheezes? Would you rather be able to transfigure into a cat like McGonagall or into a big dog like Sirius Black? So
yeah, free printable.
Really fun. Yeah, free printable. We'll link it. Another fun printable, and this kind of rotates with the Would You Rather to be #1. This is our origami sorting hat. And so you, anyway, the instructions are all online, but you do this little thing and then you eventually pick it up and it tells you what house you're in. So it's cute. Really fun. We love, like Jen mentioned earlier, starting the magic right now before you even get to your destination, because we think anticipation is half the fun.
Tips too. So Jessica was saying, don't forget to do a sing-along movie at El Capitan Theater.
How classic is that?
That's so fun. Great idea. Susie says her family can spend a whole day just at City Walk. It's so fun to watch all the performers. Yes. Totally agree. Like, I love City Walk. I could spend a day there too. Great.
And they have the fountains. If you have little kids, you could even bring their swimsuits and let them just play in the fountains right there.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Okay, Danny needs a chocolate frog. We'll get some for our next giveaway, and we will have some chocolate frogs because I think we all need one of those. That's a great idea.
It might need to be winter. I think the chocolate frogs might melt. Also, something fun, just when you buy a chocolate frog in the shop, like half the time the store clerk will be like, make sure you eat the legs first so it doesn't hop away. They just stay so in character. It's cute. The best. It's so much fun.
That's fun. Okay, is there a best time for Harry Potter Land? Jennifer, we're saying start your day off there just because it is so much fun, and then experience it again before you leave so you kind of see it at night as well. So if it's your big thing you're there for, take it as your first priority.
And go whenever you can year-round too, if that's...
Okay, so Ashley's wondering, how do we bundle a 5-day Disney ticket with Universal? I can't figure it out on the website. Call us real quick, 855-GETAWAY, and we'll get that figured out for you. And then we'll check online if maybe it's confusing. So it might be because you're also able to get that 5th day free ticket with our Disney, because we do have a special running right now, an extra day free. We have like lots of good specials right now.
Nice.
So
Tickets.
We will get you the best special on that 5th day, and also going to Harry Potter. Might I just say, you are a smart traveler. 5 days at Disney is like the ultimate. You're going to have so much fun. And then add Universal, like your family is so lucky.
It's the best.
Awesome.
We're going to link you to an article too of why you actually do need 5 days at Disneyland.
Yes. You printed the Disney edition, Jessica. Love it. Okay, they're fun, huh? I love the Would You Rather. Okay, we've got the links for these fun printables. Awesome. And remember, we did also link you to the recipes from, we have quite a few Harry Potter recipes that are
awesome.
Really, really delicious. We love getting to try those.
We should give a shout out to Adele while we're doing that, because she's
so clever.
like our in-house craft extravaganza amazing person who came up with the sorting hat idea.
Yes. Okay, so Jesse's reading all the books with her kids right now, and they would love to do a trip to Harry Potter Land. That's a great incentive. Like, that's actually what I did with my teenager. She didn't love reading, and I was like, oh, you got to get into something. And so I'm like, I'm going to try Harry Potter, because again, Kim Jordan, a lot of our team loves the books. She started it. I could not get her to stop reading. She was in like love with these books. And so she kind of lucked out. She got to go with these two to the new Wizarding World of Harry Potter when it started and opened. And it
was so much fun.
That like the best memory of her life. But it is a great incentive to get your kids reading, because there are a ton of these books. If they could finish all these books, and like maybe you have a reader that just isn't that motivated, it's kind of that fun motivation to maybe have an incentive to get
Well,
reading.
she was so cute. She, as a teenager, the very first thing she wanted to do was go to Ollivanders and pick out her wand.
Yeah.
And she spent probably 45 minutes looking at all of them and just seeing all the detail. And she ended up with Hermione, which is a great wand, by the way. It has like a little vine leaf, and she had it tucked in her backpack, and then would take it out, and then Jen said she ended up sleeping with it too. Just
she loved it. And she has it like on her dresser still, and she's 13, and she's still like, that was such a fun memory. And she's trying to talk all of her sisters into reading the books. And again,
so cute.
They're getting into it. They're still getting into that reading. But we've got all these recipes. Make sure you like, share those. We even have those exploding bonbons from those party ideas. Those were adorable. We have lots of fun crafts we're linking you to.
Adele is very clever.
Okay, so again, I want to make sure we didn't miss anything. Again, we're going into Halloween time. They do have some fun Halloween experiences at Universal Studios Hollywood. The Walking Dead, of course, is huge. Wizarding World of Harry Potter is already themed for fall. It's perfect. And then going into the holidays, Wizarding World of Harry Potter will be celebrating the holidays this year. You'll have Grinchmas too at Universal Studios, so it's that time of year. Perfect time to make sure you add Universal Studios Hollywood onto your Southern California getaway. And we'd love to save you the most money on your vacation. Thanks so much for joining us today. Again, make sure you've liked, shared, commented, made a post, tagged your friends, whatever. And we will be giving away that awesome Harry Potter wand and the fun gift pack. Kim, you are the best. We love Kim. She's the best.
Thank you.
She knows everything Harry Potter. I feel like this was so fun. I learned so much too. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with some lives here on Facebook. We always announce them on Facebook before and Instagram the morning of. We're keeping you guessing on timing. We're kind of testing the best time. If you have a suggestion on what you'd like us to talk about on these, please let us know. Also follow our YouTube channel. We've got some fun videos that we just have been posting on all the best treats in different Disneyland, or the best rides, great travel tips for the new Max Pass. We've got some great travel tips for Universal also. So
and some room tours.
Oh, room tours, yeah, people love those too.
Yeah.
If you're wondering about a hotel, like which is the best fit for your family, we can definitely help you with that too. And of course, our reservation agents, they love Universal Studios and they love the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So the conversation continues. Let us know through Facebook any other questions you have, or they'd love to help you plan your next vacation there.
And follow us on Insta Stories today for live footage from Universal today.
Yes. We were following it. We're like, oh, it's so fun. So fun. All right. And we'll have chocolate frogs for next time. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow us over on Facebook so you can participate in our Facebook Lives. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for our regular updates on Monday. Thanks again.